Hey there everybody, my name is Gavin and I want some pizza. But on my quest for pizza, I ended up living in the Arizona desert for the last 9 years, and I don't know, I just feel like it's summer again, and every time it's summer I remember how hot it gets here. Death Valley hit 130 degrees a few days ago. Luckily it's not like that here where I'm at, but it's still, 115 every day, which is substantially too hot to be outside in. And I guess I kind of get like a reverse seasonal depression in the summer here. You just, you can't go outside really at all, which I don't tend to just walk around a whole ton or whatever during the non-summer months, but I still, I'll walk to classes, or I'll bike around some or whatever. I'm definitely outside more. But yeah, it's just, it's tough being here when it's extremely hot, and the AC in my room can hardly handle it. You can probably hear my fan in the background. The AC upstairs where my brother's at just went out a couple days ago, so it's been like 85 degrees up there, and we just got that fixed. But it is just ridiculous, and to compare it to something, I grew up in California, so definitely different temperatures and weather. We were out there a couple weeks ago, and it's just, insane how different feeling it is. Just the air has like moisture, and it's cooler, of course, and you get the sea breeze, and it's, overcast more, cloudy more. It's just, it's very different than the desert is, and I like the desert too. Like, I've enjoyed parts of it, and it's interesting how survivable humanity has made it to be in the desert, with air conditioning and different building materials, all of our road systems, so you can kind of get anywhere pretty fast despite the amount of people that live here. It's on a grid since it's all flat, which is another thing. Everything here is just flat, all the roads are flat, all the buildings are rectangles. It's all just kind of repeats of itself, and I'm being very, hyperbolic. Not all of the desert is like this, of course, but I'm talking about the areas I've been in, my experience with it. There's just it's less interesting, I guess, for better or for worse. In California you have rolling hills everywhere, ups and downs in the roads and crazy curves. It's just different environments for sure. And I moved here like 8 years ago, right before high school, and I just graduated college this year, which is very exciting. And now I'm kind of in this place where I'm thinking about, what's next. It's always been, first grade goes into second grade, goes into third grade, goes into middle school, goes into high school, goes into college. And now I'm at this place where I don't really have a specific next thing, which is exciting, and also a little bit, anxiety inducing. And it's just had me reflecting more. And also, when I was visiting California, I was seeing my elementary school friends, and it had been a long time since all of us had been together, since they also went off to different colleges and ended up in different areas. But we spent the night at one of their houses pretty much, and ended up driving to get dinner. And we were pretty close to where we had gone to elementary school together, so we were like, hey, let's drive over there and just look at it and walk around. And we did. And it was so interesting, it's crazy to go back to those places that I have not been in so long, and just, see how much it's different than what I thought, but also how much it's similar. my dad kind of calls these sorts of places like magical places. Like, this is a place where I had met one of these really good friends of mine. And just so many memories and time spent there. And just thinking about how different all of us are now, me and my friends. There's a lot of, we still are similar in a lot of ways to how we were when I have seen them last and when, we grew up together. But there's lots of differences. And just thinking about how, we never went to college together, which, we didn't go to high school together either. But we still maintained really good friendships, and wondering what it would have been like, I guess. But yeah, the desert to me, it just feels like a very liminal in-betweens area. It doesn't feel like an ending destination, perhaps. It just seems too hot, and there are other places that deal with, like, snow or really, really bad storms, which luckily we don't really get so much out here. Earthquakes aren't really a thing. In Arizona, I've never really felt one. I remember feeling several when I grew up in California. So there are, there are differences there, but there aren't, there's not a beach. The state doesn't end. It's surrounded by other states. It's completely, locked in. Which is also just kind of an odd feeling. You can drive to the Mexico beaches, like Rocky Point, only about 4 hours from here, and driving to California, it's only a state away. But for being a physical location you find yourself in day to day, it's like, my job is only down the street, and even taking an electric scooter or even the little streetcar they've got here, I'm completely sweaty and hot by the time I get in for my job, and it takes me forever to cool down. And there's always AC problems. I had to get my car's AC fixed. Batteries here overheat to the point that my phone, having it just in my car for a couple of minutes, it already overheats, and I have to put it next to the AC vent, and it straight up, Apple has a screen that shows up on your phone saying your phone is overheated and it needs to cool down before you can use it. Like, that's just a thing that happens here. I've seen pictures of people's blinds melting or burning. Plastic grass here. One of the weird parts of the suburbs out here is water, is, luckily we've got a good deal on it, but it's like you're not allowed to be spending a ton of water on, just grass and lawns and stuff like that. So there's a lot of fake grass, which melts. The fake grass, like you would have to pretty much water it or something to keep it cool. It gets up to, close to 110 degrees, and it doesn't stay cool like natural grass might, and it melts. Like, the plastic grass melts together and blobs and is vile after a couple summers here, and it's just, it's just insane. Everything here is just being fried by the sun, which is incredible that something so far away can, have such a profound impact on us here. Yeah, I think I just kind of wanted to make this little video talking about what the desert's kind of like, and moving to the desert some. Again, I think a lot of what I said here kind of does sound negative, and the heat here is for sure just not great or livable, really. But I've had a lot of great memories here, and made a lot of great friends, and met a lot of great people, and learned a lot. But, just environmentally and temperature-wise, and even just how there's not really seasons here, all make it kind of a spot that I feel like I want to kind of move away from. So, I may also be doing some more video stuff now that I've graduated college. I'm still figuring out what I want to do. Been considering live streaming again, maybe. Probably been busy working for money as well. That's something an adult has to do, I suppose. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that you've kind of enjoyed some of the weird little videos I've posted recently as well. So hope you all are doing well and keeping cool in the summer months, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.